Today, we have a new car. Something different, something I've been wanting for a little while. I won't lie to you, it hasn't been that long. I've just been looking at them for a minute, I like them. It is a Jeep Cherokee, like we normally do, but it's older and it's a completely different style than what we're used to here. But I like it, I'm pumped. I way overpaid for it, it's a rusty piece of crap, but it's a 1982 Jeep Cherokee. It's a Laredo. It's not a Cherokee Chief, I don't think, but it is the wide track Laredo, and I like it. So I'll give you a walk around, and it's got a lot of problems, but we will fix them. So you'll also notice the scenery is a little bit different for this one. Don't worry about that. But otherwise, I guess we'll just get into the bad stuff. The hood is good. That's probably about the only piece that is straight on it. I don't think there's a dent on this thing. Pretty spiffy. I'm not hiding anything either. The glass is good on the windshield. The glass everywhere is good actually, but if we come back over here, so actually, I guess I should say this is I already told you, it's a 1982 Jeep Cherokee Laredo. It's a full-size Jeep, FSJ. It's a different body style than the Cherokees. I've liked these. They got a lot of rust problems. The front fender, the front is actually okay on this one. It's caved in. You can see all the issues here, and it's bent and wrinkled there, and maybe looks like probably Bondo. There's issues, but they rot out a lot. This fender is probably trash. We're gonna have to replace that. BJ Off-Road makes fiberglass ones. I'm gonna get those in there. They're coming in pretty soon. Today is beginning of November 2024. They should have them by December or January of 2024 or 2025. We will get fiberglass for this. These are 31-inch tires, just the stock rim, manual hubs. Coming down this side, looks like a Bondo crack there. Oh man, I keep cutting myself. Some of the badging, I don't know what badges are supposed to be on here, but that one is still there. This door, the doors are okay. This is a two-door Cherokee. These full-size Jeeps, they either had 4 doors on the Wagoneers or 2 doors on the Cherokees, and I think they even did have 4-door Cherokees. I'm not too familiar, but the door is pretty good. There's a little bit of bubbling rot at the bottom. I'll look into that. The rockers are gone on both sides. The other side is much worse. You'll see what's happened to it, but there is, I mean, it's crispy everywhere and there's nothing left. This definitely had a repaint at one point. I mean, there's holes and Bondo everywhere. It is junk. So we do have, it did come with a new rocker. Well, I don't think for this side actually. It came with the other one. This side is actually the better side. The driver's side is much better. All of this metal is good. It's all pretty solid. Down here it gets a little rough by the rocker. I will have to sort that out. I don't know what I'm gonna do once I cut out the rocker. I'll probably have to chop it and just weld a straight piece of steel down, but I got a ton of steel for it. The rear fender flares, they rot out super bad on these things. And BJ Off-Road does make fiberglass ones, just the fender. Nobody that I'm aware of makes metal ones in the fender area, so I can't weld it. I'm gonna have to glass it in, but it's fine. This is super puffed up with rust and bubbling stuff underneath old Bondo. But otherwise, this is all solid. The glass is good, the roof is fine. The rear quarters are junk. They did have that paint job a while ago. The roof is fine, it's got a sunroof over there. This side's fine, but it's junk. This is, you hear that? It just sounds dense. It's packed with Bondo. This isn't metal. You can tell it's flaking and peeling off. I don't know where it turns into metal, somewhere in here, but this is all Bondo. So I will have to cut and rip this all out, put in a new quarter, but they sell those online, not a problem. Rear bumper, it's pretty bad. Back here is a little darker. We did replace all the lights with LEDs earlier today, so it's much better than it was. The tailgate's not that bad. It did roll down when I was purchasing it. I have never tried to roll it up. There is a rust hole here and some flaking rust here. And everything else is actually solid. The tailgate's better than most. There's just some rust over in that area. And I'll sort that out probably with just some sheet metal patches. The driver's side is the real bad spot. Like I said, it's a rusty bucket and I overpaid for sure. Paying anything for this is overpaying. This entire spot where that chief badge is, that was totally rusted out. The previous owner riveted in a little sheet metal, and then I don't know, he shoved some Bondo in the crack, I guess. He said he did this. I don't know what was there before. This is all foam in there. That's completely foam. Can't really see it, but it is foam. You can see it from the inside. The glass, for some reason, it's still in there, but the entire side from like here all the way up to the driver's is rotted out. That's that foam that I was talking about. Somebody shot foam in there. Hate it when they do that. This entire side is also Bondo and what looks like replacement metal. I don't know when it happened, but you can see there's the Bondo line cracking off, and that's metal. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but all the metal underneath the Bondo is rusting and it's flaking off. So this whole side was graphed in, it looks like. You can tell this is all bubbling and flaking up. I don't know, but we'll have to fix all that. It goes all the way to like up here. And this is all cracking and flaking too, but you can tell if you look down here, this is where somebody graphed in the panel. You can see it's welded right there, right there, right there, and was there and there. It has a since rusted even more and pitted out, but I think this is original because there's no evidence on the inside of the door jamb, but somewhere along here, somebody graphed in, I think, this entire side, and it's no longer really attached. So that's cool. But yeah, this fender, same thing, rotted out, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna get rid of the entire thing. This paint is so chipped. So that's that. This body line is super tough to find online. I think I'm gonna buy a J-Truck bedside because they sell those online. I think ZM Jeeps is the site. They did call me back, so they are a real site, and I think I'm gonna buy the J10 pickup bedside because that'll give me most of the body lines. It's not the same at all, but I think it's close enough that I won't have to bend my own sheet metal to make these curves. I think that's my plan, but I need to grind out all the Bondo and figure out what's going on a little better than what I've got right now. This rocker was already all cut out. The previous owner had done that. He welded in, sort of, I guess, a inner rocker. So there's something there that was cut out and welded in. And he did give me the piece for the outer rocker here. So I'll have to weld that in and then buy a rocker for the other side. But this door looks fine. Looks great, actually. There's no bubbling here. And the door is fine. Somebody did this repaint a while back, so there's not a lot of door dings or dents in the body. It's pretty straight aside from the terrible rust going on. But a lot of this stuff's pretty straight. This fender is garbage. It's worse than the other side. It's flaking up all on the pinch welds like it normally does where the fender meets the body. So this thing's junk. The other one might be savable, but this looks like Bondo bubbled up. Yeah, it just looks like Bondo. All the way down to here, trash. So I will get the fiberglass fender for this one. The front looks good to me. Both bumpers are pretty much ugly. The one in the rear is cracked. Oh, huh. Well, that one is quick disconnect, this front bumper. Anyway, the grill looks good. I'm happy with that. The engine, I bet you're dying to know, is a dark and poorly lit. It's a straight 6. I think it's 258. It's the 4.2 liter, and this was one of the reasons why I wanted to buy this truck. I did not want one with the 359 V8, the 5.9 360 V8, I think it is. I have one in a Wagoneer, but I did not want that engine. This is the 4.2, and I specifically wanted this engine for that this car for that reason. It does have AC. I thought that was cool. It looks like it's already been retrofitted, so that's a step ahead if I want to put AC on it. But this being the 4.2, it's pretty much a direct, real easy swap for a 4.0. I should be able to bolt in a 4.0 directly to this if I want to do like a 4.0 AX15 swap. So those later model Jeep Cherokees, I can put that fuel injected 4.0, great motors, great transmissions, great transfer cases. I can swap all of that directly into this, and I can still retain the air conditioning. So that's why I wanted this one. The motor supposedly was rebuilt at some point. Didn't care a whole lot. Transmission supposedly worked. I never took it out of first gear. I just drove it onto a trailer and drove it home. It does have a little Amazon carb underneath there. It's got new belts looking at it. Looks like actually a new fan clutch now that I am looking down here. And the radiator is there. It's complete. It sort of starts. I have to start it with the screwdriver. The key broke apparently right when I got there. It never started with the key the entire time I was there. But some of the brake work looks new, and the engine sounded fine, so I'm gonna run it. It does have a 4-speed, at least according to the shift knob. I don't know that I certainly haven't put it in all gears running, but the shift knob says it has 4-speed. And the other thing is it's not the Quadra track, it's not the full-time 4-wheel drive. That transfer case, it's just high-low, whatever. It's got the select track, I believe it's called. There's probably a badge on here somewhere. But I could put it from 2 to 4-wheel drive, which I wanted that as well. So it's rusty as there is a rust hole in the frame by the gas tank, where there always is. A pretty substantial size one, I might add. But we'll drop the tank, we will weld up that hole, and I'm not worried. The spring purchase looked fine. The shackles looked fine. Other than that, it is what it is. That's that. We are going to let Hunter give you a tour of the inside of the Jeep, and we'll let her tell you what she thinks about that. Butter.
We are in the Jeep. This is the interior. The dash is in pretty great condition, actually. From all of the vehicles I've seen, this is, nearly perfect. There's a little section right here that has cracked, but aside from that, it just needs a good wipe down. We don't think the stereo is the original, but not 100% certain. It looks like somebody did have a radio in here at some point, because there's the hook to hold the intercom part, I guess. There's also this bar on the dash that we think is original. That's pretty cool. That's in good condition. The panels have this nice vertical stripe that's a different color. That's pretty cool. Passenger side has it as well. Missing the armrest section on both of them, but we do think it's in the back of the vehicle. As far as things that aren't in great condition, probably the steering wheel. It's a little chunked up, as you can see, not the cutest. The floorboards, at least on this side, they have been welded in, but there's still a couple of holes that need to be adjusted. On the passenger side, could probably use a little bit of attention, but maybe if you're not too worried about it, you could get away with it. And then you can see the seat. Looks like it's in, you know, okay condition. The seams are starting to tear away, so you probably need something to happen there, don't you think, Butter?
Uh-oh, big girl coming in.
And they have turned different colors. I don't know if it's a fading issue or something, but you can tell this looks like a little green compared to this. If you can't see on camera, you know, take my word for it. It is a little green compared to the bottom cushion. Then if we maybe, thank you, go into the back, you can see right under our beautiful buttress's nose, another rust hole coming through.
Oh, yes,
I
please.
don't know if you should come up here. I don't think you can.
She's not gonna make it, don't worry.
Puppy.
Tetanus.
She wanted to be part of the tour. We can see back seat is in probably better condition if it got a wipe down compared to the front seat. Again, we have that two-tone vertical pattern that's super cool. And if you look over near the passenger side on the floor, you can see more of those holes. Pretty much straight through everywhere you look on the floor. So I guess just avoid looking. And then if you look up above, we do have the sunroof, which is cool. And the headliner is still in. We're not quite sure why it has turned white. So that's interesting. We'll probably need to clean it, see if it is viable to put back in, and maybe stick with the white, or maybe try to dye it so it matches the two-tone seats and door panels that we have going on. If you look up in the front, you'll see these two switches, which we believe were from a previous light bar, because you can see on the roof where it was drilled through, I guess. She's just staring. Butter. Smile for the camera.
She's the one mouth breathing, not me. So there's quite a bit of rust.
Wait, we didn't get to my favorite part.
Oh.
Which is the inside of the window.
Oh yeah, that's where I was going. There's the armrest. It did come with everything interior-wise, but the interior pieces it's missing is, like Hunter was talking about, this is the inside of that panel that was graphed in. There's the spray foam. It goes from pretty much the bottom of the window back there all the way to about right here on the slide window. That's all rotted out. So my plan for this, I have all the interior panels, so everything beneath that seam is all covered in carpet interior panel. Not going to be a problem. There will be carpet over the wheel well, which is also Bluetooth at the moment. It's just hanging in there. It's yeah, Bluetooth. But what I'm going to do for this is I will weld it in, but I don't think I need to match the body curves and lines perfectly, because what I'm going to do is almost like put headliner over this. I'll get some sort of vinyl headliner that's brown that matches the interior on the seats or the carpet that has a padding back to it, and then I'll just glue that over this piece so that my welds and everything here from this interior piece doesn't have to be dead perfect, and I think it'll look great. We'll cut all the rust out, make it structural, but we don't have to match those lines perfectly. Just more parts in the back, all the carpet interior pieces. That's a rocker that came with it. Some horns there. And then the tailgate, inside of the tailgate.
Can you do your pushing again? Because when you're holding the camera, it like shakes it anyways.
Yeah. It's even worse from the back. It's even more Bluetooth.
It's hard to see that that's a hole.
Oh, that's all they need to know.
Oh, that's better. Without the light, you can see that it's a hole.
There's more armrests, because there's an armrest in the back. didn't realize that.
Surprise.
And we do have the little center bench seat sitting in the back.
Yes, and we have this chain. We're not quite sure what it's for. Drop your best guess in the comments.
Motor mounts were replaced, so that's fine. Some of that had to be welded on. The key doesn't work. I'm in the middle of replacing it. That's why the steering wheel is kind of taken apart. But I'm going to rip that out right now and replace it. It leaks terribly from the power steering, so I have a rebuild kit for that. It leaks from the rear diff. It leaks through the sunroof. Oh, yeah.
The little vents are cute.
That's probably it.